welcome to my stream. Hello, hello. Time to start. I was a couple minutes late, had to fix the tracking. Don't know why it got off, but it did. So, need to recalibrate some things. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Oops. Still have the volume on. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, now I'm good. Alright, so today we are finishing, hopefully, the elevator game with Catgirls. So that's the plan, at least. We'll see. I think we should be close. I think we're close to finishing it. We have 3 more notes to get. And we have 1 floor combination that we know to go to. So that should give us 1 of the notes. And then after that, I think we just have 1 more note to find. And then another note to find. It's easy steps, easy steps. I don't know where they are, but you know, or how to get them, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll search around the lobby some more. Okay, Alright, I guess we'll get started. Alright. Let's go. Load. You know, I'm still not super happy with, with my tracking, but that's fine, it's fine. Okay, let's do a quick sweep around the lobby because we know 1 code, but I want to see if we can find the other one. Still nothing in this what is the point of this trash can? I have not seen anything in it. We already got the thing from there. I think our code was 703, I think. I'm not 100% certain on that, but let's see. I knew there was something with this clock. It has hands now. It has hands. It didn't before. Oh wait, weren't the hands missing before? I can hear the clock ticking now, but is it really working? I think the hands are stuck like this regardless. Am I supposed to make sense of this somehow? 8:19. Yeah, that's not, isn't it? I mean, I guess we are in like the other world, so it's possible that our time isn't right? Remember, like when we got the drink, it jumped from 12:13, I think, to it jumped from like 12:13 to 1:23, and that's why we got like a 1, 2, 3 thing. The hands are showing 8:19 or 2019. Oh, okay. Okay, now we have 2 sets of numbers. This is suspicious. Because so far all of our numbers have started with a 1. Oh, except for the last 3-digit combination we were given. So it seems like most of them are 3 digits. So 819 should be it, I think. But then, like, they gave us 2019 too, which is a little weird. I guess we'll try 819 first, since it matches the pattern that we're used to. But I think we should... We'll do the code that we know, and then I guess we'll try 819. So I think it was 7, right? Because the other one we did was 7880. Right, because the phone psychic lady gave us 1780 the year, and we used 1780. So I think it's 7. I remember it started with 7. It was very similar. So I think it's 703, I think. 7, 0. 3 eggs. Oh, and you know, I thought this game came out, like when I first looked it up, like in this, ooh, this is definitely different. Is that someone playing guitar? What is this place? As I go through the door, there is something very strange here. I've stepped into what seems to be a nightclub of sorts. A wall of amplified guitar sound hits me, and I'm quite certain there isn't a club in the apartment block I entered. I mean, the neighbors would complain like crazy about the noise, wouldn't they? Asahi, you're trying to rationalize whether a nightclub would be allowed in the building. This wouldn't even fit in the building. Oh, there I am.
This is just wrong. What? Just because he's a penguin?
She's fun. I like her color vibes. What? Wait, sorry. I was like, wow, her color, the combo is cute, but what? Penguin? What? Yeah, exactly. He is a penguin. He's a rockhopper. There's a green-haired girl next to me who I'm quite sure wasn't there a moment ago. She's nodding towards the stage. Following her gaze, I can see the guitar player there now. He's a penguin. Because of course he is.
There's certainly something rather unreal about this place. But don't say it's wrong just because he's a penguin.
I didn't. It's cool he's a penguin. Good on him. You need to see more penguin guitarists. They're underrepresented.
He's actually really good. You shouldn't judge people.
I'm not. You're judging me. As I watch him play, I realize the girl's right. The penguin's insanely talented. Penguins can't play guitars, of course, except that this one does.
I meant this whole place. I must be going out of my mind.
Why is she staring at me like that? Am I going to have to explain that, yes, my ears really are real?
No. You're definitely all together still.
What? And also, no, I don't have to explain my ears. There's a penguin playing guitar.
Which means that you shouldn't be here.
What?
Why? I'm old enough.
Oh, I wasn't talking about whether you'd be allowed in the club. I'm saying that you shouldn't be in this one.
Why? What's the age limit here?
The world seems to be a little thin.
Fair enough.
This is no sort of place for the living to be.
Yeah, the voices in this game are not loud enough. And I know I could turn down the music and like just turn up the overall volume, but I don't really feel like messing with that, so they should just make the voices a little louder. Did I hear that right? The living? Just what is she saying?
You should go. Now. While you still can.
What? Also, I really like her hair. It's really cute.
Wait, who do you think you are to tell me what to do?
Yeah.
I'm Barrow. And I don't know how you ended up here. But trust me, it's not safe.
Okay.
Just because I can be here doesn't mean that you should be.
But I need to find my girlfriend.
Yeah,
I promise you, she's not here.
You haven't seen her?
Even if she was, you wouldn't want to find her here.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink. Okay.
Now go.
I'm about to argue back, but she pushes me and I stumble backwards right back into the elevator. The doors close right before my face. And it's simple curiosity, really. Despite the girl's warning, I press the button for opening up the door again. And it's gone. I'm greeted with a completely different corridor this time around, though. It's like the club vanished in the blink of an eye, and I'm back in the normal building again. It's such a surreal feeling, especially when my ears are still ringing with music. Is that it? I didn't get another note. Uh-oh. Hello? Um, do I leave now? That was not very helpful. Yeah, I guess leave the building. I decide to step out and leave the building for a moment, then come back to the lobby again. Okay, so I'm a little concerned because that didn't give me a note or like the wake up ending. I had to reset the game, which I normally don't have to do. So I'm not super confident. Okay, let's try 819 now. 8. All right. Green light. What's on floor -1? I mean, that's obviously the basement, but we haven't ever been there. Kind of want to go. Gotta see what it's like, see the sights, gotta explore. Oh. Was it always like that? It's interesting. A tree out there. Hmm. 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 Anything? No? Oh, darn it. Okay. Okay, I guess then try the other number. It was 4 digits, but it was weird that she mentioned it, you know? 2019. The 24-hour time, is it like international time too? Is that like what it's called? I don't know. We'll try that one. All right, leave the building, come back in, try again. Yeah, okay, well. Beep, beep. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. 2. It also has a tree. Oh, is this the top of the tree on floor 1? That makes sense. Which is suspicious. Nothing is supposed to make sense here, you know? Okay, anyway. 2 0 1 9. And then after this, I guess we'll check the lobby again. No, I want to go back to that floor with the club. I'm gonna put that code in again and see if it works. Because, like, there's no way we have a whole code. Because we had to stick our hand in the wall for that one and everything. And we didn't get anything for it? Oh, wait. Things. Oh. Oh, it's a classroom. This place, it looks exactly like the classroom in our school. One I'm depressingly familiar with. There's no way it can be my classroom, though. My college is nowhere near this cursed building. Ah, no hands on this clock either. Why would this place manifest it for me like this? Ooh, I'm wearing a little uniform.
What the hell? Why am I suddenly in my school uniform? What kind of dark magic is this?
Is this this is like a high school uniform. Didn't she just say she's in college? What is this? Yeah, exactly. What dark magic is this? This blackboard reminds me only of one thing. Of that stunt Kieran pulled on me a while ago. It's like it happened yesterday, and just thinking about it makes the memory flash before my mind, and sends a shiver down my spine. I recall Kieran torturously dragging her nails against the blackboard of my class, a wicked smile painting her lips as she held my gaze. Kieran, you really had no mercy for anyone's ears, or sanity. Why did she do it in the first place? I can't even recall the reason anymore. It was probably something petty, like most of the mean things she did. The clock in our classroom's been broken ever since I transferred, and nobody got around to fixing it. This one's not only broken, it has a hole in it. The teacher's desk. I never strayed too close to it in class, and I don't think I need to now. Seems like all of its drawers are closed anyway. I wonder if I could find a key for those. Or perhaps these are irrelevant in all of this. I get the feeling I should look around our desks instead. Okay, fine. I want to look around this stuff. There's nothing out of the ordinary here, just a window with a totally ordinary view of the courtyard outside our school. I shouldn't think about how I'm currently supposed to be in the middle of a 10-story building and how school grounds are actually 5 times creepier at night. Or is it 6? It's definitely a lot more times than normal. Okay. The desks of my class. I don't need to look through all of them, do I? I should probably focus on the ones that are obvious, like mine. Or Kieran's. Or Sapporo's. Do I know which ones those are? This one? That's not mine. Somebody left a naughty magazine in my desk again. One day I'll find out who's behind this. Okay. Probably Kieran. Or the janitor, since he has dirty magazines. Wait, why is it the only one? Oh, okay. I could only look at the front ones. Okay, here we go. Oh, another note. Good. There's definitely something weird going on here. Today I found a note that mentioned something about me that nobody else out there could have known. I know I never told anyone that. Can this place somehow reveal my darkest secrets? This silver note. Is it just a coincidence that I'm finding it at Sapporo's desk? Interesting. So are the silver notes always hers? Kieran, you can be such a vandal sometimes. Surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be anything at her desk. Okay. It's locked. Here we go. I'm not a big fan of our classroom art. Okay.
Somebody let me out of here, please!
Ooh. A sense of dread fills me the moment I turn back around to the class. The whole classroom is suddenly swarmed with mannequins? How? There's nobody else here. How could they just have arrived like that? They're creepy. Like there's a certain presence around them, and they feel like they're about to come to life at any moment. That they put me on edge is an understatement. Ugh, why would I even imagine them coming to life? Just no. Hi guys? Wait, they're at everyone's desk except for mine and Sapporo's. Interesting. Hello?
Come on, somebody let me out of here, please!
Hello? Can I leave? Now?
Somebody let me out of here, please!
Is there anything else to click on? Oh wait, what about Kieran's desk? Oh, now there's a red note. I suddenly notice a red note at Kieran's desk. There's only one problem though. One of the mannequins is standing so close to it that I'm afraid to slip my hand into the crevice. Coming into contact with these things is not something I want to do. I don't have much of a choice though, do I? These notes? They might have some important clues regarding this place. And it's not like I know any other way out right now either. So come on, Asahi. You can do this. I try my best to ignore the unnerving feeling of the mannequin next to me as I carefully take a seat in the chair at Kieran's desk. It's easier for me to check around inside of it like this. May 29th. I can't believe how gullible that girl is. A wink here, a smile there, and I've got her wrapped around my little finger just like that. Ha! She really must have had no friends in her previous school. I bet she was bullied over there too. Is this really... Wait. Hi guys! I've gathered you all here today to tell you you are creepy as a hell. Oh my god. Get a life. No, no, no. None of this is real. None of this can possibly be real. The mannequins can't hurt me.
The mannequins can't hurt you, Asahi. The mannequins can't hurt you, Asahi. The mannequins can't hurt you, Asahi. The mannequins can't hurt you. The mannequins can't hurt you.
Ooh, that one hit weird.
Or can they?
Ooh. Hi guys. Are we gonna wake up in the lobby? Yeah, this is the lobby, right? Yeah, I said the elevator. Okay. And that was the vent by the elevator. You know, I haven't crawled in any vents. What's up with that? There's 3 of them in here. What in the hell was that just now? That couldn't have been a dream. All of it felt too real, and those... I'm going to be scared of mannequins for the rest of my life. Thank you, game. Achievement unlocked, attention. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, the hands are missing again. Probably for the better. Visiting that classroom was a mistake. Okay. Lost and found, huh? Okay, I'm not gonna reread the things I've already seen before. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I think that was where the X was, maybe? I don't think there's anything in there. I'm not gonna look again. Come on, trash can. Um... Hmm. Yeah, still nothing. I don't think there's that was, I think all that was the horse thing. I don't think there's anything new here. I mean, but the hands on the clock were new. But I think, like, I'm not seeing anything new. So... Because, like, the hands on the clock was a new, like, visual cue. Something was, like, literally different. I don't think the phone will be helpful anymore. We did that. We already looked in there pretty thoroughly. And nothing looked... Well, wait. Let's at least go back and see if anything looks different. I don't think so. We have the bucket. This door. Still locked. All this stuff is the same. Wait. Oh, that's the shelf and that's the boxes. Yeah, we looked at all that. And nothing visually different. Is that X still here? Oh, right, because it's that creepy crack. Wait. Oh, she's not going in there again. Okay. Let's see. There's something up there, some kind of red box. I'm pretty sure it wasn't there before. But the vent is still too high up for me to reach, and the bread boxes don't look very stable. I don't think I'll be able to use them as a stepping stool. Perhaps it's time to get creative. Uh-oh. Hello? What was that? Whatever it was, it seems to be gone now. That gave me a scare, though. Is something running around the vents? Hmm. Huh. I don't know. Code can't stand on that. Trash can. Oh wait, there's that other thing. Hold on. I'm trying to get back to the trash can. I want to stand on it. Okay, maybe not. How many notes doing? I just need one more note, right? Yeah, I just need one more. We'll take a minute to read them all, I think, here. Oh, the bucket. What about the bucket? I can't take the bucket? Fine, what about these boxes? What? Uh-oh. I didn't like that. Playing cat and mouse with me now, I see. Well, two can play that game. What are we doing now? Are we supposed to chase her around the lobby? Okay. Okay. She can't find a date on it. That would have been nice, because that would have been another code for the elevator, if that were the case. Oh, what about the other vent? Hold on. Up here. There it is, yeah. Okay. Where did it go now? Oh, this one. Probably the other vent, is my guess. Haha, yes. Why am I still chasing that thing? I so shouldn't be chasing that thing. Hello? I don't know how to reach it. What can I use? This? There's like nothing here. I think it was my mess remind me of. There was this one character in a show I liked as a kid. What was he called again? Something about Baron in the Night. I don't know what that reference is to. Whiskey? Will that help us? No. I don't know. 1 to 9. Wait. What if we just take the floors 1 to 9? I've been meaning to do that, to take 1 all the way up to 10. Maybe it only goes up to 9. Let's try that. Although I wonder where she went. Ah, I knew it. I knew she was gonna be here at some point. Okay. Oh. Did that just leave something for me? Is this seriously a vial full of blood? I shouldn't ask. Yeah, that's okay. Super weird. Achievement says not fake, so it's real blood. Why do I have that again? Okay, well let's try this. I still don't know how to get to that other vent, but that's fine. Okay. We're on 1, 2. Oh hey, is it a birdie? Birdie? How is it pronounced? Hey, welcome, welcome. We are nearing the end of this game. We are just, birdie? Okay, cool, cool. Welcome, welcome. So we're playing the elevator with Catgirls. We're nearing the end of the game. Trying to find maybe the last code for the elevator, to get the last note. We have a couple things going on. There's a sign that says 1 to 9, so we're going to try putting in all the floors up to 9 and seeing what that ends up. We always get like weird floors when you put in the code. We're collecting these notes. We have most of the notes already. There's just one we're missing, and I think it's in the vent downstairs, but I'm not sure how to get it. And so I'm not sure what doing this will do, if I think the note is downstairs, but yeah, I'm gonna try anyway. So anyway, how was your day, Birdie? How are you doing? Let's see. Doing well, just vibing before bed. Good call, good call. The art style of this game is really cool. It's like one of my favorite parts of the game, I think. Okay, almost there. Almost up to 9. There we go. I wish you could just push them all at once. Maybe you can. I don't want to ruin it now, though. Ooh, that's fun. Huh? What just happened? It felt like the elevator jumped a bit, but now it's stopped and the door isn't opening. What does that mean? Did something break? Did the elevator get stuck? Oh no, please don't tell me. That'd be awful, to be in the middle of like doing like the elevator game and have the elevator get stuck. That's like not even part of the game, but like it's terrifying. To be fair, we weren't putting in the actual elevator game sequence, but still, if you're doing weird elevator stuff and it gets stuck, that's not the time you want that to happen. I press a bunch of buttons, but none of them respond. The elevator, it really does seem to be stuck. What am I supposed to do? Ooh, but we're in like the other world now, probably, so phone for help probably isn't gonna work. Pry the door open. I am not so sure that's gonna work. Or jump around. That's a bad idea. I guess pry the door open. I don't think we can, but I don't know what else to do. Is there enough room in the crevice for me to slip a finger inside? That sounds like how you lose a finger. Sadly, there's not. I can only manage to get a fingernail in. And I'm not going to continue this idea because it doesn't take a genius to figure out how that's going to end. Nope, 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 nope. I don't even want to imagine that. I don't have anything on me I could force a door open with. Oh, okay, fine. Phone for help, I guess. I really don't want to jump. I take out my phone, but it's dead. It's not even a matter of having no reception in the elevator itself. It's a matter of not being able to even turn it on. There goes the idea of calling someone for help. Oh, I thought we were going to press the call help button in the elevator, but like, that's fine. Jump around, I guess. To be fair, this was probably the one to be, like, most likely get some sort of reaction, so. The idea of jumping around in this cursed compartment gives me anxiety, but I suppose it's worth a try. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Aside from me falling to my doom, I'll be doomed if I don't get out of here either. Though, technically, someone from the building should notice that the elevator isn't working sooner or later, right? Maybe just waiting around would be smarter for now. But can I really afford to wait? What if I'm stuck in one of these weird dimensions instead? What if there's currently nobody out there to notice? I try not to think about how there's currently nothing underneath my feet for I don't know how many floors. Gathering both my courage and my last shreds of sanity, I try a hesitant jump. The compartment shakes and creaks, but not much aside from that. I try jumping again for good measure, more boldly this time around. And again. Holy crap, that gave me a scare. Did the elevator just fall a couple of floors down? And then stop? Those had to be some kind of emergency brakes kicking in, right? I shouldn't push my luck and jump anymore. What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
Hello?
Oh. See, this is what we should have done when we called for help. That's the janitor dude, the guy in yellow. Ah, a response.
Hello?
Did the elevator get stuck again? I swear there's something going on with that thing today.
Yes, I'm stuck inside. Please help me.
Today?
Now,
What day are we even talking
there's
about?
no need to panic. We'll get this done and over with in a jiffy.
This guy's creepy.
Asahi, right? I need you to press some buttons in order. It doesn't matter if they seem to work or not.
What?
How does he know my name?
Basement, ground, basement. Press them in order, please. We'll see each other soon.
I don't like that.
Your friend is waiting for you.
Kieran? Huh?
What do you mean by...
Or is it Sapporo? Oh no, he's already disconnected. Don't do this to me. What did he say? Basement, ground, basement? That makes it -1, 0, -1, right? So we're going to the basement? I was excited. I wanted to go to the basement, so this is fine. Is this -10? Huh. The elevator display isn't telling me which floor I'm on anymore, but it's definitely moving now. How far? -10 is pretty far down. That's a lot of levels of basement. I think we're going to hell. I think -10 floor is hell. And that's where we're going, is hell. Clearly. And I can tell it's descending. Wherever it's going, I hope I get out soon enough. We're going to hell, Asahi. That's where we're going. Open it up, fire and brimstone. See what I tell you. Oops, whatever it said. And I have no idea where I ended up, but I'll take it over being stuck. Is this the basement? Creepy eye. We already used that key though, didn't we? Or is this it again? Wait, I knew he was the janitor, and this is the same room, the same lamp from the janitor's room on like floor 8 or whatever it was. Huh. Or no, it was room 302 on floor 2. Right. Huh. Okay. Is the key I received from that shady guy the one to this door? I thought we already used it. Oh well. I don't even need to use it though because it's already open. Huh?
Seems like the other stray kitten found her way.
Kieran? What the hell are you doing down here?
That's like not the same Kieran we knew though.
What is all this?
I got stuck in the elevator, just like you.
Why does she look like that?
And
She
there
looks-
was no reception, so I couldn't just call you either.
She looks like she's had a really rough time.
That's when the kind Mr. Janitor came to my rescue.
Why is the music doing that?
What are you even talking about? You've been gone for days.
Days? You just love to exaggerate sometimes.
Why does she look like that?
I know it might have felt like forever, but it was only a couple of hours.
Would you also like to get something warm to drink, kitten?
You're the janitor of this building, right? Just what is the deal with you?
What is the deal with me?
Don't be rude, Asahi. Mr. Janitor here has been really kind to me.
I'm not sure what circus I just stumbled upon, but it seems that Kieran is fine and safe. It also seems like the janitor isn't too bad of a person after all. He lets us stay in the building until we warm up properly, and then he calls a cab for us so that we can make it home safe and sound. It seems like a happy ending to a shitty story. There's only one thing that nobody can really explain. After we come back to safety, there's no hint of Sapporo anywhere. Oh, hey, Pex. Welcome, welcome. You're busy with talking a bit? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Appreciate you being here anyway. Talk whenever you can. Nobody claims to have seen her since the party. And nobody claims to have seen her from that point on ever again. One classmate even asked me who I am talking about, as though I'd just made her up. It's as if she vanished from existence. Was Sapporo even here to begin with? Maybe Sapporo is all just in our imaginations. Collective hallucination. Achievement unlocked. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky about what? What was lucky? Oh, that we apparently made it out fine? That doesn't feel like the ending. We don't have all of our notes. Yeah, see? Back in the lobby. Knew it. What's so lucky about this? We didn't even get a note from that. That's right. Huh? What was I doing just now? I have the strangest memories of what? Something was... Ugh, I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Kieran! Yes, I need to find her. Duh, okay. I need to get this note. The vent is still too high up for me to reach. And the bread boxes still... Yeah, I already read that. I don't know what I'm supposed to, like, get. I'm seeing the lobby. Oh, that thing is gone with the 1 through 9 thing. Huh. Oh, and that was, it did say, like, lost, I mean, it showed, like, a picture of, like, a possum or something. But it did say, like, lost kitten or something like that. So it's almost like the janitor had put that up. Hmm. Is there anything in need of cutting? I can't reach anything. Why is she so short? There's gotta be something in here. Can I use like any of these boxes? No? For real? Um... I've already done that. Um... Um... Is there something I get? Like, can I crawl in this vent and go up to the other one? Okay, I'm like kind of out of things to do. So I guess we'll just go back to the elevator and try the actual elevator game again. It's the elevator, but I shouldn't enter it. I already know that. Okay, yeah. Okay. Like, I'm out of numbers, but I know you can do this one multiple times too. So, 4, I think, 262, 10, 5, 1, if I remember correctly. But it's been since Sunday since I've looked at it, so I think that's it. But I want to try from memory first. I want to see if I remember it on my own. A memory test. How good is my memory? We will see. 6. Like, maybe something will happen again. Like, it's been a while since I've tried the, like, just main elevator game. Maybe someone will be on floor 5 this time. Two. Okay, hold on. While this is doing, I'm gonna take a drink, so I know my model's gonna be weird with tracking. Okay. Here we go. 262, 10, right? 5, 1, I think. And then on floor 5, that's where the lady might get on. And this whole time, no lady got on. But I think also in one of the notes it says something about how no lady got on either, or maybe one of the Kirans we met along the way said that. Something about shouldn't there be a lady that gets on. Actually, when we get to floor 5, let's see. And if not, I want to check the notes again. And I might just review all the notes. Okay, yeah, there's no lady. Let's actually review all of the notes here. We'll do a read-through of all of them. Okay, so these are Sapporo's notes. She says, I keep finding these notes. They seemed like some diary entries at first, but none of it makes sense at this point. Could it be that this place somehow captures your thoughts and turns them into these things? Will nobody be finding mine too? Or will somebody be finding mine too? Okay. Number 2, I found another one of those notes. This one makes me wonder whether these things really originate from another person's thoughts at all. For all I know, they might be what this place made up for me to believe, just to try and unsettle me further. Number 3, things definitely seem weird going on. There's definitely something weird going on here. Today I found a note that mentioned something about me that nobody else out there could have known. I know I never told anyone that. Can this place somehow reveal my darkest secrets? Wait, is that number 3? Yeah, okay. So Sapporo's notes seem to think that she's finding other notes, and she thinks that they might be her own thoughts. But these red ones seem like they're Kieran's. So wait, let's try again. The rules mention the possibility of some kind of woman appearing. Oh, this is one on one of the floors. I followed the rules just fine, but I didn't encounter anyone. Am I doing something wrong? I'm doing my best to ignore it, but I keep hearing things. I keep seeing things. None of this is real. None of this can be real. I hope all of this stops once I get out of here. Number 6. The crosses in this place seem to be crucial. It's like there's some sort of breadcrumbs, but I can't work out how. I feel like I'm missing something. What secrets do they hold? How am I supposed to make sense of them? Number 7. I had an unexpected encounter today. It wasn't the woman that's been mentioned in the rules. Again, they mention her. It was more of a lost soul looking for a connection. There wasn't much I could offer her, but the information she shared with me gave me a strange sense of solace. Did we see her? I think we found a few different people, but I don't know who that's referring to. Is that number 7 yet? Number 8. It's not that lady at the club that we saw on floor 9, or wherever it was. And we saw... I don't know who they're talking about. Anyway, I see. It's all slowly coming together. This place, what it is, what it does, how it works. It reads minds for a reason, and it's not actually malicious in nature. I'm starting to understand why I was brought here. Is that 8? Yeah. 9. In a place where time is an illusion, the impossible starts being possible. Heh. There are places in the other world where electronics do work. It's the last piece of the puzzle I need. Okay. The janitor? What a weird guy. I suppose one shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, though. Number 11. Maybe Asahi could help us. I can't go back there anymore, but she can. Lou can guide her. The question is, how do we convince her to come here at all? Okay. Lou, is he the janitor? Because I remember there was that name, Rocky on the side, but I thought we called the janitor something else. Maybe it is Lou. Something. How do we convince her to come here? Was I Lord here? Hey, Zero. Yeah, more Catgirls. We're finishing it, though. We're finishing it. We're, like, really close, I think. We're just reading through all of our notes right now. I'm in the middle of trying the elevator game. So we are on the 5th. I was trying the elevator game not one last time, but again. The normal one. And, stopped on the 5th floor, because again, there's no lady. And, the lady is mentioned in some of the notes about how there isn't any lady, and they're surprised that there isn't. And I am, too. Like, what a perfect opportunity to, like, put that in. Obviously, like, in real life, there wouldn't be a lady there. Sure, but it's a game. Like, obviously, they should put that in, and they didn't, so that's suspicious to me. And the notes mention how they're surprised there's no lady. So, I'm reading through them. Okay, so I think these silver ones are Sapporo. Because we found the silver note at her desk in the classroom on that one floor. And then these, since the red ones were in Kieran's, and they seem like Kieran's, but she's also, like, horrible. Now we're letting those abominations into our school? Fucking great. Just what we needed. One of them looks sort of cute. I wonder what she'd sound like when we set her clothes on fire. See, so, like, because we're dating her, and so she must think we're cute. And, like, the abominations, that must be, like, us as, like, a cat girl. But then Kieran is a cat girl, too. What if she's not a cat girl? Old Math Marty threw a fit after he caught us smoking behind the gym. Again. I swear he's got the nose of a bloodhound. We're running out of places to go, and with a 10-minute break, it's not like we have a lot of options. Fuck that guy. Okay, that was number... 2. Number 3. Just reading them all in order. April 23rd. One of the kittens almost drowned in the toilet today. I showed mercy and stopped holding her head under the water, though. Oh, one of the kittens! She means the Catgirls. And that's... Is that Asahi? No, it can't be Asahi. What if this is someone else bullying Asahi and Kieran? No, I don't think so. It's May 4th. No, no, this can't be happening. I can feel my skin crawling. It's nauseating. That bitch approached me as I was having a breakdown in the parking lot. After all I did to her, she had the fucking audacity to pretend to worry about me, to care about me. She should hate my guts. She should have just fucked off. Okay. So this is, I think, Asahi approaching Kieran. And this, at first when I read this the first time, when we first collected it, I thought this was referring... You didn't think this game was so dark? I know, right? It's like kind of twisted. I mean, like the the elevator game is definitely creepy. But like this is like psychological stuff. Okay, so I think this is when Kieran turned into a cat girl. And again, Asahi was like, oh, someone like Kieran and so popular would never end up with me. But then she was like, oh, but we got together because I was there for Kieran when she turned into a cat girl too. And they like had that like shared trauma bonding, I guess. And so this, I think, is that moment when Kieran's turning into a cat girl, and Asahi then comes up to her and is like, hey, I can help, I think. After she had been bullying Asahi before. And I thought this bit at the beginning, the first time I got it, she was referring to like, I can't believe that Asahi approached me. And she was so disgusted by the cat girls. But I'm kind of thinking that this part is maybe referring to her turning into a cat girl. Let's look at the next one. That was number 4. Yeah. Okay, number 5. May 6th. I hate this. 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 Why did this happen to me? How did this happen to me? They said this shit wasn't contagious. What did I do to deserve this? Okay, so yeah, this is when she turns into a cat girl. Number 6. May 7th. Caught the skank looking at me today. I know it's all her fault. She must be behind this somehow. I'm going to make her suffer for it. Okay. So we aren't friends with Kieran. Oh, hey, Apex. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I don't know. I don't think it's a disease. I think Kieran just like, I don't know how Asahi got it either. It's like a random crazy event that happened to them. And at least at the beginning of the game, it seemed like Asahi didn't know how they got it or what happened. And Kieran, I think, is just looking for someone to blame. I think. Voodoo magic? Maybe. Very unclear. May 11th. Mom won't look at me the same way anymore. It's all because of these ears, the tail. I know they're disappointed in me. I'm a disgrace to my family. My life is ruined. I'll make them pay for this. Okay, so Asahi thinks that they end up, maybe they do legitimately end up getting together, but so far, it seems like Kieran might have faked this relationship. That's number... Yeah, 7. Number 8. May 29th. I can't believe how gullible that girl is. A wink here, a smile there, and I've got her wrapped around my little finger, just like that. Ha! She really must have had no friends in her previous school. I bet she was bullied over there, too. Okay. And we don't have note number 9. I think that's the one in the event. Number 10. You're tired, rethinking things. How to improve life activities for the better. Sometimes that's, you gotta reflect. And rethink. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, being a cat girl doesn't seem like that bad compared to, like, other diseases you can get, you know? It just seems that there's, like, this prejudice against cat girls in the society, which is interesting. I wonder if that were to happen in our society, how would people react? Would they immediately, like, be prejudiced? What diseases change your physical appearance? I mean, there are some. There's, if you, like, syphilis, You lose your nose, I think. And leprosy is deforming as well, and we put them on an island. But those are like things that are change you to be conventionally unattractive, in a like necrotic sort of like parts of your body are physically dying sort of way. I suppose it's like similar to like losing a limb, but this is, I don't know, I feel this is different. Like the aesthetics of being a cat girl are different, you know? Normally you just like lose things. I don't know. Because this is already kind of like being a cat girl is already kind of considered like a cute aesthetic that people do, you know, kind of like fictionally, I guess you could say. So I don't know. I think it'd be really interesting to see. Because it would definitely, that's true, depends on what the cat girls would do. I guess in some ways, the way it sounds like they have like a lot of like cat qualities about them, that almost makes it seem like maybe furries. But the difference is with like furries or something is that it's like more like a lifestyle choice. That I think it's a lifestyle. The choice of it is what I think people tend to mock more than the actuality of it. But if like it was inflicted upon you, I don't know that they would treat it the same way. Aesthetic, necrotic ways, like fighting the wolfman or having their son eaten by ghosts. Yeah. Aesthetic. I don't know. Anyway, she's scared. This place is the absolute worst. So is she, okay, so is she in the elevator now? So what happened in the missing note? This is when she is out for revenge. This is when she has seduced us by May 20. I mean, Asahi already liked her, right? Also, hey Junpei, by the way, didn't say hello. So Asahi already liked her, but like she's convinced Asahi that like they're dating, I guess, by May 29th. So like a month after she turned to a cat girl. And then don't know what happened on number 9. Number 10, she seems to be in the elevator already, but she could just be scared by being a cat girl. Because again, her hatred, I don't know. There's a lot of psychological stuff to unpack, and I don't think these notes quite give us enough to really diagnose the situation. But you know, it's fine. Oh, okay, yeah, so she is in the elevator, probably by that last note. Will Asahi come help me this time too? Will she come to my rescue, just like she did these past few months? I don't deserve to be loved by someone like her. I don't deserve to be loved. Okay, so like she's had her, so this whole elevator experience, so she probably wasn't just luring me here, right? That was like a concern that I was kind of thinking of, because, on number 9, she had a large number, number 9 large, number 6 with extra dip, number 7 2 number 45s, and one with cheese, one with large soda. Yeah. I like to think note number 9 is just like completely nothing to do with anything else. She's like, I had a really great day today. I watched an episode of my favorite TV show. It ended on a cliffhanger. Can't wait till next episode or something like that, you know? Something completely random. That'd be really funny. But I'm also curious, like, we don't know how these notes are happening. Like, Sapporo's notes here seem to think that she thinks they're collecting her thoughts. Or someone else's thoughts. And these notes, like, are more... I mean, they're all kind of diary entry, but the way they're getting collected is, yeah, maybe there is something, there is like a red, wait, I don't know if it was a red note or not. I think I said a box, but it was like a red box up in the vent. The one high up in the back by the bread boxes. I couldn't figure out how to reach. But she seems to be better now, right? I mean, this isn't necessarily better. This isn't like super healthy or anything, right? Like, this isn't not that she should think this, but She seems to be a little less evil. She seems to have had a learning experience. Seems to be, yeah, she's becoming relatable. Yeah. This is like, she was horrible. She was bullying Asahi, then she tricked her, and now she's like appreciating Asahi, how she's helped her over the past few months. She doesn't deserve her because she's like recognizing what Asahi's done, and she's recognizing what she herself has done. So like, that's good. Okay, so that's what all of our notes say. So that's our story thus far. So we've kind of pieced together the story at least. Okay, now we were trying this one last time and we got to floor 5 and no one came on. So that's why we went and looked at the notes to see the notes that mentioned the woman on floor 5. And all it said was Sapporo was like also surprised. Yeah, the plot is thickening. It's been thickening now. It's the thickest it's ever been. It's ready to take off the stove, I think. So yeah, okay, so let's finish this little run through of the game. Ooh, okay, it took us number 10. So that means the game, we are going to I mean, we're already in another world, but the game worked. So maybe we get something from doing this normal code again? What about the quickening? It worked again. Okay, let's go. This is where a lot of plot has happened. I mean, it makes sense because this is like the actual elevator game takes you here. So that checks out. It is called the elevator game. After all, not random codes you found in the lobby game. The red stuff is still falling from the sky. Oh wait, but oh, we turned. Is this us turning? This is us turning around. It doesn't seem like the earless Kieran is here this time around. I shouldn't feel so disappointed by that fact. That was a Kieran that was nice. Not the bridge. Yeah, I know, it does feel like it's snowing blood. It definitely feels like blood related. If this was like this, so we were here, 2 times before, I think. And the first time we saw Kieran, who seemed to be our Kieran, and then Sapporo showed up, and said like some things. Like, don't trust Kieran, get the camera, or something like that. And then Kieran said Sapporo set the whole thing up to get between us. And then she pushed Sapporo into the pit of whiteness underneath. And Sapporo, who knows what happened. But like, we feel like she died or fell forever or whatever. And then the next time though, it was like raining this red stuff. This ominous red stuff. Undisclosed. And we saw Kieran, who was not a Catgirl. Not Catgirl, but she was nice to us. And we liked that Kieran even better than our Kieran, kind of. Because even our Kieran was a little mean, obviously, as the notes suggest. But this Kieran was, like, actually genuinely nice. And she was not a Catgirl. And then we turned around and she disappeared. And then now we're here again. So that Kieran's not here, but it's still raining the snow. You wonder what it tastes like? Yeah, maybe it's just cherry flavored. Maybe that's all it is. It's just like an icy or something. She went to play a children's card game, and if she lost, she went to the Shadow Realm down the street next to Chipotle. Yeah. Yeah, that's obviously the stakes. The question is, does Chipotle, like, do they deliver to the Shadow Realm? Like, can she, like, grab Uber Eats or something? Do they deliver there? Alright.
Asahi!
Oh, here she is. Sapporo.
Sapporo, is that you?
Well, the caption seemed to say so.
No, it's your fairy godmother.
It really is her. Sapporo in the flesh. Alive. Yeah, but is it our Sapporo? Jesus, Asahi. We've been seeing a million copies of, like, Kieran. That's just the sort of snarky greeting I'd expect
Are
from
you
her.
alright?
They only deliver Waffle House. See, but what's the point in getting Waffle House delivered without the Waffle House show in the restaurant?
Is Karen with you?
No, she's not with me. But you know why that is, don't you?
No. I'm not sure whether it has more to do with the incident I witnessed last time, or with the notes I found so far, or maybe something else entirely, but
Well, what do you know? Things went just as you predicted, Sapporo.
it's the janitor man.
You're that shady janitor guy. How did you get here?
I had a little help.
I don't understand any of this. Why is this guy even here? He has a... Oh, wait, okay. So she has identified him as the janitor guy, but he is wearing his little outside getup. You don't see the cigarette ash fall in the food while the cook is making it. Can you say you ate at Waffle House? That's true. That's true. Actually, I've never been to Waffle House, so fun fact. But I can only imagine, you know, the stories you hear. So anyway, he's wearing his little outside outfit. They got good food. I'm sure they do. What's his involvement with this place? And with Sapporo, for that matter.
I'm glad you both could make it, and this is a sweet reunion and all. But
Yeah,
we
the
still
art
have
style is
some
so cool.
problem-solving to do.
That's what really drew me to this game. I mean, like, one, I like the elevator game, and like spooky rituals and things. I like that, so that drew me in. And like, I don't know, Catgirls is like a fun, almost like ironic, not quite, kind of like a kind of clearly a fun thing to mix with something like the elevator game. But what really stuck it is the art. The art's really cool. Okay. So Sapporo, explain what's going on.
Asahi, did you find the camera?
Yeah.
I did. And, it did some weird stuff.
Okay, so this is the same Sapporo from before.
Good. Less stuff for me to explain.
Danganronpa with the art from Primus music video for Winona's Big Brown Beaver. I don't know about the last part. Haven't seen that. But Danganronpa, yeah, it does. It kind of has, I think because of like the paper cutout type of illustrative vibes, it has the same, like comic book aesthetic in a way as Danganronpa, I think. And like, because Danganronpa is like the kind of comic, kind of like cardboard cutouts, right? That they do. And so this is kind of like that with the people being 2D, but distinct from the background, which is kind of cool.
I still have many questions, Sapporo.
I'm sure you do.
You're obviously going to answer them?
Now, there's no need for such a tone. Let's keep things civil around here.
Easy for you to say. You probably know what's going on.
And
I like
let's
that
see
movement.
if this will work the way you thought it would.
Huh? Are we talking, what, Sapporo? Before I get the chance to ask what he means by that, he kneels at the edge of the bridge. And then he places the briefcase he's been carrying with him on the ground. Oh, it has an X on it. Only then does it hit me. The briefcase has an X mark on it. It always did. Yes, always did mean. Does this mean this guy was tasked with bringing an X over here, while I was tasked with finding the camera? Is this why Sapporo wanted for both of us to come here?
You know what to do with that, don't you?
I kind of thought the janitor was the one, like, masterminding everything, but is it actually Sapporo?
Do the honors, kitten.
Don't call me kitten. Even if I am a cat girl. Not in that tone, buddy. They don't need to tell me twice. I have the camera in my bag. Gotta get a good shot for Instagram. There we go. Perfect. That'll get a whole 10 likes. Huh. So the camera doesn't only make things disappear, it also makes them appear.
This is crazy, but it seems to have worked.
They didn't smile. I know, right? We gotta take it again. Gotta try again. Okay. I can't see where the bridge gap even was anymore, but just walking on this thing is anxiety-inducing. A bridge like this would definitely be too frail to exist, and even if it somehow did, it would fall apart for sure under anyone's weight, except that this one doesn't. Somehow it's here in this bizarre place, and it's real, or as real as anything else here is at least, and I'm standing on it. Yeah, if they don't smile next time, we're gonna have to take some drastic measures. I let out the breath I didn't even realize I was holding when Sapporo finally sets a foot right next to us. That's like a classic cliched line. Did we do it? The janitor guy starts clapping beside me, startling me. He's clapping? What type of weird energy is that he has?
A job well done. I couldn't have done that better myself.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Asahi. You've really helped me out.
What's her deal? Why does she have an X on her? It's an odd feeling, seeing them so grateful and excited for a change. Sapporo never was one to let her emotions show like this. I have very rarely seen her smile. Well, at least they're smiling. Yep, X marks the spot for buried treasure, that's true. Knowing that I helped her, it feels good. However...
Don't thank me just yet. We still need to get out of here. Properly.
Indeed we do. And things might get tricky with the three of us.
So do we have to sacrifice someone?
Shouldn't it be 4 of us?
I vote janitor guy. He's too cheerful, it's creepy. Have we already sacrificed someone,
You know
Sapporo?
who I'm talking about. What about Kieran?
What about her?
Where is she?
What do you mean, what about her? I came all the way here to rescue her. I won't rest until I find her.
This place works in mysterious ways, doesn't it? Asahi.
That's a good answer.
You do understand what this place wanted to tell you, right?
That Kieran sucks? Yeah, I get it, but she's learned her lesson, okay? You vote Kieran because anyone with that many mood swings isn't safe to travel with? I mean... I am not sure what's going on with Kieran. Because, like, there's, like, the demon-eyed Kieran, there's the Kieran mannequins, there's non-Catgirl Kieran, there's a Kieran that the janitor had down in the basement with him, there's the normal Kieran, and then maybe the first Kieran who, like, pushed off Sapporo. I don't know what that was. You want to lick the bloods now? I mean, it is an interesting... You have to kind of be curious. Oh, The Shining? That's true, that's true.
After everything you saw and
Could be
experienced,
that sort of situation.
do you really still want to drag her back into your life?
I don't know, at least want to talk to her.
This place is giving
This
you
isn't the best way to
opportunity
break up
get
with
away
someone.
and to not look back.
Lose them in the another world while doing the elevator game is not the way to break up with someone. Just saying.
Is that what you're about to do? Just because it's an easy way out doesn't make it right. I don't want her to just disappear. Hell, she's the only reason I'm still playing this stupid game to begin with. Don't expect me to just give up on her now.
True.
Well, Sapporo, I believe I won the bet. You owe me another $50.
What?
Yeah.
Just shut up.
Wait, but this whole thing was a bet we had with Sapporo, or Kieran had with Sapporo anyway. Like, the whole reason Kieran came here to do the elevator game was because Sapporo bet her $50 to do it. You break up with them by bringing out their next boyfriend, Truck-kun. I mean, that's definitely better than the elevator game.
Suit yourself, Asahi. I'm not here to be teaching you morals or making your life decisions for you.
Why are you here, Sapporo?
All I want is for you to leave me out of it.
Then what was all of this?
That being said, here.
You were the one who... Oh, the last note. So that box in the lobby in the vent is just maybe an extra thing that we don't need. June 6th. This was way too easy. Does she honestly believe I have feelings for her? What a total joke she is. Yeah, I figured it out.
That should be the last piece of the puzzle for you.
I already knew that. Jeez. I wanted to know about the cliffhanger in her favorite TV show. Didn't need to know about how she was tricking me.
Right.
Push you off the bridge now, too?
Why do you have this?
This is goodbye, Asahi.
That's a good question.
Take care, kitten.
Don't call me kitten.
Hold on to that fighting spirit of yours.
She's a
It's your
laundrette.
greatest asset.
Okay, buddy, you want to fight?
And give my regards to Kirin.
You want to fight?
Sorry for this, but may we never meet again.
I mean, yeah. She probably doesn't. She's probably fine. I don't get a chance to protest. Or to ask why the hell Sapporo would say something like that. Because next thing I know, I'm being yanked on and then shoved hard. See, I knew I should have pushed them off the bridge before they pushed me off the bridge. I knew it. I knew it. Why the hate too, Mr. Janitor? Yeah, I know, right? What gives? Also, hi, Alex. Welcome, welcome. I lose my balance easily, falling from the bridge once more, down into the foggy nothingness below. Yeah, well, I already fell off of this bridge once, so it's fine. That's true, maybe the janitor is the real Kieran. They're both blonde. That's all the similarity you need. It's a one-to-one match. Truth be told, there's something dreamlike about this place. It's kind of like time flows slower, and falling down feels more like levitating through the clouds. It's such a weird, serene feeling, like I'm drifting down through cotton candy or something. Almost pleasant. Well, I wasn't. That's true. Would explain the $50. Interesting. Eek.
That's off, Sapporo. You just killed your best friend in cold blood.
I'm not dead. I hear you.
Should I consider you a murderer from now on?
Going by
Yeah,
your
go
rules,
ahead and
we
do
could all
that.
be murderers by now.
They look kind of dead.
Besides, it's not like I'm actually...
But we are in another world, so,
You
like,
know
if
that
you die in the
more
other world, do you die in the real world? Who knows?
I'm just sparing her some hassle.
What the hell was down there? Dead people, I guess. That's true. Gotta give him a little kiss. I scrabble in my pockets for my phone in a flat panic, dialing Sapporo's number as soon as it's in my hands. But the call doesn't go through. I dial Kieran's for good measure as well. That one doesn't go through either. I mean, I guess I expected the second one to fail too, but it still hits me really hard this time that for some reason I can't get hold of Kieran. The guitar looks like it was painted over the wall. From this angle, I think it looks okay. That's the same. Oh, right. A lot of these little assets are the same. Why do we have two guitars? I mean, it'd be one thing if they looked different. They don't. I try to make sense of what happened, of what I did, of what I experienced in the other world. Did I actually help Sapporo get out of that place? Is she back in the real world now? She's been a classmate for a couple of months, and even though I've only ever had minimal interaction with her, it still feels weird to think about her now. I can't help but wonder what her actual connection to that whole place is, and how are me and Kieran actually involved in it? I mean, why us? And the thing she said at the end, before she pushed me, does that mean I'm never going to see her again? Just because I still want to save Kieran, despite of what kind of person she is? Am I all alone in this now? I do remember what Sapporo said as she handed me the red note, however. I may not understand everything, but I do understand what I need to do to find Kieran at this point. If the silver notes are connected to Sapporo, then surely the red ones are. Did she even look to see if she had cell reception? I mean, it's... I don't know. Oh, there's the blood snow here now, too. Huh?
Oh, what? Just what is going on with this place? None of this makes sense. It shouldn't be snowing inside of a building.
Yeah, that's true. Also, snow should never be like blood snow. That's
How is
never a
that red
thing.
stuff even falling through the ceiling?
Asahi, what don't you understand about other worlds? Other worlds. Other worlds. Okay, I don't get this. Do I even need it? What is it? Alright, I think I kind of want to just go back to the... it's not what I want, this one. I think I was... Nothing seems different. I want to just do the elevator game again. Yeah, Asahi isn't really the smartest. Yeah, she was looking kind of dumb with her finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Exactly. It's always written about her. Okay. I think we do the game again. Although she said the red notes, I know how to find Kieran. We have to follow the red notes, but... So she should be there, because she did the elevator game, so she should be, like, starting at 10 and 11. We have to come and get her. Or wait, is she in the vents? No. I want to do the elevator game again. So 1-4. Oh, and I did remember it right from Sunday. I didn't even re-look it up. Didn't even re-look it up. 4 262. Okay, so while we are going in the elevator, I will just say I'm really looking forward to Saturday's stream because I will be playing more Phasmophobia, which I'm really excited for because I have been studying. And I'm going to be so ready. So ready. So I want to get this game out of the way and then play a bunch of Phasmophobia. And I'll try to have fun stuff set up in my stream too, like at least some better chat commands and things like that. Yeah, then you can kind of help me out. 262 10, yeah. I'm like trying to figure out. Good, I'm only like level 3, but try Nightmare straight away. Okay, I'll do that. I'll try Nightmare straight away, but like in like the easiest house, in like the first house. To give me a little bit of a chance. But I'll try it, and then I'll fail, but like, you know, I'll give it a shot. You think I can do it? I definitely don't think so. Yeah, Willow Street. That's it. I'll definitely fail, but I think it's like so back way long time ago with like Guitar Hero, the trick was to Someone get on the, oh my gosh, someone's finally getting on at the 5th floor. I'm so excited. This is so satisfying. I'm so happy. Okay.
Is that you?
Asahi!
This looks like normal Kieran.
You came looking for me! I'm so glad!
Okay, well, yeah. If you always get the ghost right and survive, then you should help me out. Give me tips. So show up Saturday and help me out. Everyone who was in chat last Saturday was really cool and gave me really good tips too, which I appreciate. And now I'm looking it up. I'm hoping to learn more about all the ghost types and their behaviors a little bit more, and just kind of strategizing a little bit better, I think. And I might actually buy extra equipment too for a change, because that seems to be the best strategy for playing solo. Okay. Yay,
For a
Kieran.
moment there, it was seriously worrying. I thought I'd never be able to
Am I
leave.
gonna make a Discord? No. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna have a Discord. Probably not anytime soon, I don't think.
Would you believe these stupid doors?
Just
They
still
closed
stick in it
behind
with
me and they
the
wouldn't open anymore,
just
no
with
matter
chat.
how many times I pressed the button.
Wait, what?
Things were getting super scary in there.
If you hear scary noises, just leave the house and never return. Survival guaranteed. Not even for Scooby. Yeah, you have to go back in for a Scooby snack. That's true. If I ever make a Discord, I mean, maybe I'll look into it. I don't know. I just don't really use Discord. I know, like, literally everyone else does, though. So, like, give me a chance to look into it. I'll probably, like, try to, like, improve my stream here a bit, I think, first. Because I still have, like, some more stuff to do to kind of fix it up a little bit more. But then maybe I'll look into Discord. We'll see. It's safer than Twitter? Yeah, maybe. I'm kind of happy just with Twitter now. I've used Twitter for so long.
But now you're here to rescue me, my kitty-eared savior. Asahi,
Yeah, you were mean to us, Kieran.
why are you being so quiet? Is something wrong?
You never use Twitter? Yeah, Twitter's kind of been my, like, default platform, kind of always, I think. Kind of like my go-to, and everything else kind of is for specific things, but Twitter's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of my default. She doesn't remember us meeting back in the other world? Wait, what am I thinking? Did that even happen? Yeah, I'm not sure that was our
Sorry,
Kieran.
You just... Asahi, stop being creepy. This place is creepy enough as it is.
We aren't being creepy. Stop whining.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me you don't love me anymore.
Okay, she's annoying.
Come on, Pumpkin. Say something.
No. This isn't our Kieran. What is that pet name?
I know you tend to call me all kinds of silly pet names, but that...
You don't know if Discord is safer. Just make sure your server is well protected and high security because hate trolls can get really bad. Yeah, I don't know. So far, like, I mean, not really much goes on my Twitter, so like, that's fine. Yeah. I don't know. And that's the thing, as I'm just really not familiar with Discord. So, like I said, I'll look into it. I'll look into it and be kind of smart about it, I think.
That's... Oh no.
Asahi? Come on, Asahi. Don't be like this. Ooh, I know what's going to cheer you up. Come here and give your girlfriend a kiss.
No, wait.
Ooh. No, Kieran, wait. Why are you being so aggressive all of a sudden? Question mark. Something is very, very wrong. Yeah, this isn't our Kieran either. Get it off. Okay. What? That kissing is gross. I'm back. Does this mean, mental note Asahi, not interacting with anyone no interacting with anyone in the elevator? That's true! When the woman gets onto the 5th floor, we're not supposed to even look at her or pay her any attention, and we absolutely did. We didn't. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. I was just like so surprised to see Kieran, and so happy someone was getting on the 5th floor. I forgot the whole point of someone getting on the 5th floor is that you don't interact with them. Oh my gosh, they fooled me. Ugh. It's not like I had an option anyway, so I guess maybe I wouldn't have been fooled if I had like literally been given any choice other than to keep clicking. But okay. Ugh, that was the worst experience yet. I'm still feeling really queasy. Oh no, I should not have thought about that. Deep breaths, calm thoughts. Definitely no thoughts of food escape. Deep breath, calm. I'm calm. I can do this. Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving forward and not think back to that. Okay. What do I do now? I have to get this note, I think. Or not a note, but a red box. Are you going to die then? I don't know what. Need to find a key or something? I am really confused. I always do that. I've like clicked on literally everything. Is this trash can ever gonna come in handy? Wait. No. Because there was that Kieran with the red eyes that was out here. What if the trash can is the note? I mean, maybe. Like, is there anything more I can click on? I am not really too certain. What I'm supposed to do now. I don't have any more codes. There's that thing in the vent, but I don't know how to get it. Wait! That's an X. There's an X. Can I take out my camera? No. Okay. Never mind then. I guess it's not quite like the other X's. Plant? No. Yeah, we already got the card that was there. I'm just not sure. Oh, that's true, maybe. Yeah, let's try the game again and see if we can do it correctly this time. Okay, 4. Okay. Okay. 2, 6, 2, 10, 5, 1. And then on 5 is when we will get... Oh, I wonder if I was supposed to leave the building before I do this or not. I don't think so, because we like woke up like special. 6. Okay. 2. Okay. Then 10. I hate pressing 10 as part of the sequence because like that, since that's the floor you go to at the very end of the game if it works, like it feels like that's a special floor and I don't like going there as one of the steps. Feels weird. Ten. Okay, 5. Yeah, let's see what happens this time. Was the red snow on the elevator the last time too? Or was it just in the lobby? Okay, yeah, here, she is here again. Oh, okay. Good call. I forgot some choices were timed. That didn't happen very often in this game, but that was a timed one. I'm not taking any chances. I don't know if this is actually Kieran. What if it's...
Asahi! You came looking for me! I'm so glad!
Oh my gosh, what if this is actually the real Kieran? And we just, like, ignore her for forever because she's the woman on the 5th floor.
Worrying. I thought I'd never be able to leave.
That'd be kind of fun and tragic.
Would you believe these stupid doors? They closed behind me and they wouldn't open anymore. No
But
matter
this
how
is
many
exactly
times
what
I
she
pressed
said the last
button.
time. Kieran is the janitor, confirmed. I mean... But wait, was the janitor Kieran the whole time? Like, was he... Like, is the janitor his real identity and he disguised himself as this, like, girl to bully us in school? Or is Kieran and she disguised herself as the janitor? Like a chic Zelda situation.
Things were getting super scary in there. But now you're here to rescue me, my kitty-eared savior. Asahi, why are you being so quiet? Is something wrong?
What if Corey had a bone hand? Kieran had a... What am I thinking? Did that even happen? No, we can do nothing. Doing nothing is an option. I don't respond. Because I know I shouldn't respond.
Asahi!
See, Asahi hasn't realized she's the woman on the 5th floor yet.
Maybe enough as it is.
Asahi just is like, I know I shouldn't talk to creepy Kieran. But we know. Oh, and it does have the question mark after Kieran. That's interesting.
Don't tell me you don't love me anymore. Come on, Pumpkin. Say something.
It's the exact same thing as before. No, we're not going to say anything. This is a test. Kieran never called me by that pet name before. I'm I'm not going to fall for this. Not this
I
time.
see how it is. I swear, Asahi, why do you have to always be like this? Giving me the silent treatment again! You bitch!
Honestly, this sounds like our Kieran. This is definitely wrong.
Why do I keep putting up with you? You're insufferable!
Just go away. Just go away. I'll close my eyes and she'll go away.
You goddamn waste of space! I should have left you to drown in that dirty toilet!
Even if she knows this stuff, this place knows stuff about me. None of this is real. This isn't happening for real.
Stop ignoring me, Asahi!
Is she gone? Is she still there? I don't even want to look. I'll just press the button for the first floor and hope for the best. I keep my eyes closed as I drag my hands around the wall. Then the elevator panel. The button for the first floor was on the lower left corner, right? Double checking if it's the right one, I'm touching a couple of times. I finally press it. I mean, the lowest right-hand corner was the basement, but like, or no, lower right-hand corner was floor 0. Oh yeah, okay, that wasn't for the lobby. Yeah. Way to go, Tuna. I'm relieved to hear and feel the elevator machinery being put into motion. It might not mean I'm safe in any meaning of the word, but there's at least a chance that I'm not going to end up stuck like a sardine with some kind of abomination in a cramped can forever. Not before long, the elevator finally stops. Somewhere. But I don't want to open my eyes just yet. Because what if that thing is still right next to me, waiting for me to do exactly just that? I know what the rule said about interacting with the woman, this creature, whatever it is, and I'm not about to make that foolish mistake. Twice. I feel around the cramped compartment and guide myself out of the elevator, hoping that wherever I arrived at won't be as nerve-wracking as what I've experienced just now. Well, this is certainly different. Right, I'm just going to proceed and not look back. I don't want to check whether that is still behind me or not. Because for all I know, it might be. Alright, don't look back. Here we go. It's redder than ever. Red for good luck. I let myself relax a bit once I'm far enough from the elevator. I can't hear anything following me. So far at least, so that's good. But I don't turn around anyway. I'd still rather not risk it. Despite this place being so desolate and eerie, there's a certain sort of calmness to it that somehow puts my nerves at ease. What an odd thing to think, especially now, when the landscape looks like something taken straight out of hell. I said we were going to hell, didn't I, Asahi? You want to lick the walls now. Yeah, I mean, the walls are also just cherry flavored. It's fine. Why did it change so drastically, though? Could it have something to do with any of my actions? Kieran's actions? Sapporo's actions? The things that have happened here throughout the span of my visits? You like cherries? Yeah, well, it's obviously cherry flavored. I actually usually don't like cherry flavored things. Like artificial cherry flavor is like one of my least favorites. But maybe it's strawberry flavored, you know? That's fine. Or even watermelon. This is a KFC, please order something. Taking a couple of steps further, it dawns upon me that the crossing before me isn't missing, the way it was the 3 times I arrived here before. So the bridge is intact? It's actually intact. Okay, well, let's cross. Hopefully no one pushes us off this time. Is it thanks to the camera? Did it influence this place permanently? Well, who am I to understand the inner workings of this hellscape? Sapporo seemed to have done a better job at it than I do. Either way, I'm not about to complain. All I know at this point is that I need to find Kieran, to finally put an end to this whole nightmare. Okay, off we go. So there's another corridor at this side. The path seems straightforward so far, but I hope I won't get disoriented around here. Well, so far it just goes straight, so I hope I don't get disoriented going down this straight hallway. There's an elevator on this side too. It doesn't seem like Kieran or Sapporo are anywhere around here though. Are they going to appear the moment I turn around? Is somebody going to call my name the moment I least expect it? Well, it was worth a try. You're getting sleepy, so you need to go to bed. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. And, yeah, and again, I'll be streaming Saturday, Phasmophobia. So, stop by and, you can, give me tons of advice. And show off those pro skills, if you want. And have a good couple of days. Good night. See ya. This corridor looks suspiciously similar to the one I came out of. If I didn't know better, I'd wonder if this place didn't somehow make me turn around and guide me back to the place I came from. Although that said, it might be possible. It wouldn't be the first time this place defied logic in the weirdest of ways. I remember what the rule said about going back, though. I need to use the same elevator I arrived here with. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. I'm pretty sure this isn't the one. It wouldn't hurt to check if it works, though, would it?
Asahi? Is that you?
Kieran? Where are you?
You don't know if you'll be available Saturday. That's okay, that's okay. If you can't stop by, then that's fine. I'll probably play it again some other time, too. So, but if you're free, you can stop by. Would definitely appreciate the help.
I'm up here, silly. Oh my gosh, it's really you.
Yeah, Asahi, she's in KFC. What on earth is Kieran doing up there?
And you managed to get the elevator working. Wait, quick, don't let it close.
No, it's not the
That
right elevator.
isn't-
Yeah, see ya, Apex.
No. Ugh, I hate this place so much.
She's mashing the button, but the elevator doesn't answer her call at all. Wait. Oh no. Did I just screw something up? But the elevator...
Didn't you stop it, Asahi? Because that's not the elevator we arrived here with.
What do you mean it's not the elevator we arrived here with? It's the only one there is.
Okay, calm down. First of all, here.
I hand Kieran some food and drink that I brought for her, and she accepts it with fervor. It's no wonder she must have been starving. She's been here for so long. Even if time seems to have flown differently for her in this place, based on what she is saying. For me, I've lost track of the days I've spent looking for her, honestly. I've no idea how many nightmares I've woken up from by now, how much of it has actually been real, and how much has been strange delusions.
All of this aside, are you alright?
You might want to define all right. But I suppose I'm doing better than I did before. Now that you're with me. You really came to my rescue, Asahi.
I take a good look at Kieran, and I'm surprised by how genuinely happy she seems to be to me. She seems to be to see me. The opposite of none left. This Kieran has her kitty ears at least, so she's most likely not the Kieran I met here last time. But is she really my Kieran this time around? Is there really a way to tell? It's true.
What were you doing?
It was more comfy to sleep over there than on the floor down here.
Ah, I guess that makes sense.
The elevator stopped working for me the moment I got here. That might have been our only chance to go back, Asahi. And now it's gone.
Okay.
Do you think we'll end up trapped here together now?
Don't give up just yet. Also, wait, is this the elevator you used to play the game?
Of course. It's the only one here.
Well, it's not the one I arrived here with.
It's not?
Yeah. Let's go back to my side first. I want you to see it for yourself.
As we walk, I use the opportunity to explain things to Kieran. How this part of the other world always was on the other side for me. Kieran tells me how for her, the other end of the path always has been just cut off into nothingness and that nothing ever changed. And it's been read like this for her from the very beginning. She was just stuck here on the side with the elevator silent to her calls. She really thought this was it. After hearing all that, I couldn't be happier to have actually found her. However, this doesn't mean we are on our way to a happy ending. Kieran is right. For all we know, we might simply both be stuck here now, in which case it would be only a matter of time. Ah.
No.
The bridge is weird again. We go back, intending to cross over to the other side again, but the bridge is gone. It's missing in the same way it was missing when I set foot in this place for the first time. But why?
What is this? None of this makes sense.
I don't want to be that person, but I told you so.
I literally crossed that bridge just a minute ago.
Perhaps we should just stay here.
What do you mean, stay here? We can't stay here, Kieran.
That sounds something
There's
like
nothing to eat here. And
sounds like something that evil Kieran would say. Wait, why does she look so resigned all of a sudden?
Kieran, no. I know you feel like the world has ended for
Is she
you
gonna
because
push
of what
us off?
happened, but this is not the way to fix anything. Ah!
I yelp when Kieran sweeps me off of my feet, quite literally, and I can't help but panic. I don't know what her intentions are, but we're in a dangerous place, and one wrong step might be disastrous. And Kieran...
Let me down.
You really are a scaredy cat, Asahi. Don't worry, I won't let you fall down.
That's not putting me at ease. I already fell down there once before.
Twice. It's not something I want to remember, or experience ever again. My confession seems to make Kieran take this whole situation more seriously, at least. She doesn't put me down, but her grip on me tightens, and she keeps holding me close.
I found some notes around this place.
Me
They had
too!
your handwriting on them, and some had interesting things to
Oh
say.
my gosh, what did her note say? It's true, like Asahi remember more than one thing at a time. Yeah, she only remembers that last one with the bodies down there. Which, to be fair, like, she only landed at the bottom once, I suppose. The other time she, like, woke up mid-fall. So, she's kind of right. So this place manifested some of my real feelings, too?
That makes two of us. I found some of yours, too.
Yeah, and yours were real interesting, Kieran.
We
Yeah.
probably have some things to talk about, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
But that can wait. I came to get you out of here, and I intend to do it, no matter what.
You mean to say you still care about me?
I mean, at least not let you die.
Do you know what Stockholm Syndrome is, Asahi?
Yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast.
Shut it.
You really did find me cute all this time.
Yeah?
Ugh, you're insufferable. I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Asahi found you cute, but you, like, have never liked Asahi. So, shut up.
Likewise.
Are we enemies? Are we gonna kill each other now?
I know it's not your fault, though. It never has been.
What? That you're awful? Yeah.
I just had to find someone to blame.
Yeah. That's what I said.
You were an easy target, all things considered.
Yeah, it's not a good excuse, though.
Okay, I don't want to stay around on this cursed bridge for a second longer.
Don't Nod Entertainment. What games are those? I don't know those.
Come on, let's go back.
Are you sure you really want that?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be stuck here forever,
I'm a
Kieran.
fraud, Asahi.
And I don't want to be stuck here forever with a fraud, Kieran. Oh, Life is Strange. Oh, yeah. Vampire, Tell Me Why. I don't know those. Life is Strange. I love Life is Strange. I mean, I don't know. I like Life is Strange characters. I mean, they're a little much, but you know, they're allowed because that's the game where they're a little much.
I'm sure this place must have made it clear for you. All this time, I only pretended to like you.
Yeah, I know. I already had an idea about this because of the things that were written in those notes, but it's probably better to hear it directly from her than to get manipulated by another lie. At least she has the courage to address it in front of
I won't
me.
pretend that hearing you say that doesn't hurt. But no matter what you tell me right now, it won't change the fact that I don't want you to die. So please, stop making this difficult and let's just get out of here.
Honestly, why do you care so much?
Because I want to
And
get
how
out
do
of
you
here.
care so little.
No, I love Twin Peaks, but like Life is Strange, yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talk about Twin Peaks. I think people compared it a lot to like Supernatural. I think I've just never got around to watching it. Seen a lot of like memes and stuff from it. And references and stuff. I guess more references than memes, but yeah, never got around to watching it. I know I should though. I know I should, but it's just one of those things you just have to make yourself do, I guess. We keep staring at one another, the red dust lazily falling between us. Red dust, huh? What happened to the snow? I honestly don't like seeing this side of Kieran. I don't like her being so serious like this. Is this the real Kieran? No lies and false pretenses? I'd really like to know what's going on in that pretty head of hers right now.
All right. You win, kitty cat. Let's do things your way. What's the plan?
Oh, good. She's actually willing to listen to reason for a
First of all,
change.
let's go back. I'd like to check something.
Okay. Doop, doop. Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's Ahi! It worked! So you really are my kitty-eared savior.
It's just as I suspected. The elevator doesn't listen to Kieran's call, but it does to mine. I can only wonder why that is and what it actually means. Do I somehow seem worthy of leaving this place according to God knows what, while Kieran doesn't? Even if this one's not the elevator I arrived here with, It is apparently the right one for Kieran, and the only one available for me at this point too. I don't want to think about the alternatives. The moment we step into the elevator, though, something unexpected happens. The elevator panel makes it clear to us that the weight limit is exceeded. That doesn't make any sense, does it? It would only make sense if there was something heavy stacked on top of the elevator itself, maybe.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me! What bullshit is this, you goddamn elevator?
I mean, if we just let Kieran take it down now...
Asahi?
Yeah, an elevator that can't handle 150 pounds. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, in theory, I think with the elevator game, like to finish it, I don't think you can have two people on at once. But I think we can let her do it, and then, like, it should still answer to us, because we're worthy, right? We're worthy. Despite my better judgment, I do the only thing that comes to my mind. I retreat out of the compartment and take a step back into the lurid landscape. To be fair, this also is not our elevator, it's Kieran's, so... To Kieran's surprise, not surprise, but not so much to mine, the weight limit message disappears from the panel.
Perhaps this elevator just isn't meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant for you.
Mm-hmm. We both go quiet after I say my words. Perhaps that shady janitor guy was right in regards to me and my resolve, because I know what needs to be done. And after everything I went through to get to this point, I'm not about to have any regrets. This is what I came here to do, to save Kieran.
You remember how to get back, right?
Huh?
Before Kieran even has a moment to react, I slip the piece of paper I always had with me, the one with all the rules I've written down, into her hand. Then I firmly push her against the back elevator wall before she can protest. Finally, I ram my finger against the number 4 button before quickly stepping out of the compartment.
I believe in you, okay?
The music has lyrics.
Get back safe and sound.
Asahi, what are you doing?
To my relief, the door closes before Kieran manages to get back to her feet. I can hear the machinery being put into motion, meaning that my plan has worked. Now it's all up to Kieran. I hope she can return safe and sound. Right. I did this without thinking twice. Before I get the idea to question my actions. Before Kieran got the chance to figure out what I was thinking of doing. So now I'm left with just one huge problem. As for that problem, I can only think of one way out of this. Do a flip. Okay, guess we gotta go through some credits. Is it gonna tell us what happened? Cause she can jump farther than normal with her cat powers, but the first time we approached the gap, it said that she wouldn't be able to jump that far, even with her Catgirl jumping abilities. Yeah, good music. But like, is she gonna try and jump across, or is she just gonna fall down again with all the like dead bodies? sleeping bodies, napping bodies. Look at all the people. Wow. More people. Real Chris. Night Maze. Tobio. Sebastian. Spider. I knew it was Cabbage from Cooking Companions. I knew it. Master of the Universe. Okay, these are like a lot of the things. Okay. Thank you for playing. Aw. You're welcome for playing. Thank you for making the game, devs. Good job. Oh, here we go. What happened? 26. Huh? Where am I? Oh, right. I'm in my room. Does this mean... Oh. Kieran?
Kieran! Wait, we're back?
New clothes.
Kieran, are you alright?
Or, like, coats off, at least.
What do you mean we're back? Shut it, Asahi. I'm trying to sleep.
Does she not remember? But all of that couldn't have been just a dream.
That definitely couldn't have been just a dream. Wait, are we still...
Yeah, the sky's still looking a little sus.
Sahi, wake up!
That is sus. Sapporo? Huh? Is that... Oh,
We have an elevator to burn.
Wait, but the janitor's not Kieran. Because the janitor's here, and the Kieran's in there.
Ugh, you guys are
We're
insufferable.
gonna burn down the elevator?
Kieran?
Not a single moment of peace and quiet with you around. Sapporo, you bitch! You still owe me those $50.
Ask Rookie. He's the sponsor.
Ah, Rocky. So yeah, it is him. From the word search in the lobby.
How uncouth of you, Sapporo.
Who was
Dumping your
Lou?
responsibilities on others.
I don't care what kind of deals you're rocking. I want my money. I want it.
So you do
Okay, I
remember
swear,
playing
okay.
the game.
Please, just flip onto a couch. It's fine.
How could I forget? I thought we were finally having a moment over here. But these two just had to go and ruin it again.
What do you
Yeah.
mean again?
Forget it. Let's just get this over with. Get dressed. Come on.
What?
You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?
That's the face of someone who's sane.
You're unbelievable.
You don't want to run ahead? Kieran might try scratching your eyes out again.
I came prepared. She should be the one watching her eyes around here.
So, in the end, it's the four of us against the forces of evil. You think we stand a better chance like this? In breaking the cycle?
You said it yourself. Asahi does have an unwavering fighting spirit. We could definitely use someone like her on this team.
We joined a
And
team.
Kieran?
At this point, I'm willing to accept her as part of the package.
Sapporo, you hobo fashion skunk. What's your deal this time?
I mean, honestly, that's not really even an insult. That just looks like accurate. Hobo fashion skunk? Like, I mean, yeah, kinda.
$50 says you'll start jumping at each other's throats in the next 5 minutes.
He has a gambling problem.
I hate you guys so much.
Nah, you love us.
Can somebody explain to me what's going on
That's
again?
true. She does need black in her hair. But she's got, like, black eyebrows. And, like, black eyeshadow. So, like, that's good enough.
Get on with the program, Asahi. We still have a bet to win.
The black is in her soul, okay?
I really hate you guys.
Yeah, we get it, Sapporo. You don't need to keep saying it. Oh, I've reached the true ending. Wait, that's it? But is your journey over? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. So what endings did we get? We got a bunch of them. Is that all of them? I feel like we're missing one. We got one secret ending. And we got 2 of the Easter eggs. That's pretty good. Easter egg hunting. Maybe not enough to beat Abigail, but you know, it's fine. Okay. Spooky. I guess with them, what can we keep playing for like more? Huh? What was I doing just now? I have the strangest memories of what? Something was, ugh, I can't remember. Why can't I remember? Kieran. Yes, I need to find her. Yeah, that's what I said before. Okay, so I guess we can play to get like the last Easter egg and the other 2 secret endings and like maybe one of the main. I feel like I had to have gotten all the main endings though, or like they wouldn't have let you finish. Now you can go sing my superhero movie to their face. I suppose. Okay, but I don't really care much for the other extra endings. I don't need to like get everything. I'm not really gonna like do achievement hunting on this or anything. So, I will save, however, just in case I decide to do that again. To go back, and if I want to get everything, I can, I guess. But otherwise, yeah. I think we're good for this game. So that's it. I call that a win. I say I beat it. We saw the credits. We got true ending, and that feels like it. That feels like it. So, yeah, I'm calling it here. So that's it for the stream. I will be back on, oh, I got all the main endings? Okay, good. Thanks for looking that up for me. But yeah, so that's, so that's beaten. That's beaten. We'll call it beaten. Alright, so, yeah, I'll be back on Saturday for Phasmophobia. I'm studying in the meantime, so I'm gonna be really good. I'm gonna try it on 8-mile mode, and I'm gonna win. And by win, I mean die. But, like, that's kind of the point, right? Ghosts. So yeah. I will, if anyone wants to come back then, I will see you then on Saturday. In the meantime, I'll be posting stuff on TikTok and on my Twitter, so you can, like, go there too, I guess. Yeah, so have a good couple days, a good start to your weekend, a good Thursday night, if it's still Thursday for you, like it is for me. Yeah, this was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Art style was good. The story was better than I expected. So what Phasmophobia is gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Nightmare mode. I'll try. Oh, like I started saying, it'll be like when back with Guitar Hero, when you play Through the Fire and Flames on Expert, and like you crash and burn so hard, but it makes all of the like easier difficulties and easier songs, it makes all of them easier. So like all of a sudden you're like way better at the stuff that used to challenge you just because you played Through the Fire and Flames on Expert. So this will be just like that, I think, maybe. As long as you don't like die too fast, I guess. But yeah, so I will, yeah, we'll be back Saturday for that. So in the meantime, you can keep track of my Twitter or whatever, like just in case something comes up. But But yeah, so thanks for hanging out. I enjoyed this game. It's a cute game, good story, good art. The music at the end really got me. So, oh hey John Delph, I am just ending. So, welcome in for the ending. We just beat the game. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So yeah, see ya. See ya, Alex. See ya, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Such a crazy swear. We don't want that language in here. But yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna end stream now. Have a good night. Have a good beginning of the weekend. See you back Saturday if you want. Or not, whatever. But love to see people back. Alright, see you, bye.